Uh-oh.
But after that, the JTAC should be in contact with us after that.
Alright.
But he hasn't chalked up on channel 8 yet. So,
Alright, waiting for him.
well,
Oh.
I mean, if we want to get fire missions for everyone else, yes. What we'll do is we'll go until we need to RTB, return to base, and do a triple Romeo, rearm, refill, refit. And then at that time, that's when we'll just swap from our seats so that you can get some gun time too.
Alright, cool.
So yeah,
Comes at Charlie.
got you 5x5. So, there he is. All right, so yeah,
JTAC
so
ugly, saying on.
so for the pilot, there are two styles because with CAS it's a lot different than transport. Transport, you just pick guys up, go to the LZ, come back, and then you just rinse repeat that shit. For CAS, you're gonna be staying on station, or either at a holding point, an HP, or a battle point or a battle position, a BP. And that's when and so because of that, the way you fly is a little bit different than for transport, right? So you still have your normal methods of going from point A to point B. You know, your normal flight of, like, holding 1,000 Angels 1, going to the transport, your contour flying, your nap of the earth flying, and all that fun shit. Um, but when we're actually at the AO and we need to do stuff, there are two ways that you can get yourself into the BP and observing the targets on AO, and that's either just hovering like a retard. I'm biased, so just whatever you feel comfortable with is however you fly the airframe. But you can either hover like an idiot, or you can orbit around a fixed point, which is usually the BP, and that gives us windows to engage, but it also gives us it gives you the pilot more options to disengage if you need to fucking get out of jail. It's like your get out of jail free card basically. So if you're getting spiked or whatever, you have the momentum, you have the airspeed to get out quickly and easily. You can just dive, get airspeed, and just fucking yeet your way out of it. Versus if you're if you're just hovering, you have no airspeed. So if you start getting spiked, you have that long delay before you can actually fucking disengage and get out of there. So at a hover, you're a sitting duck, easy for the enemy to lock on and get you. Um, so keep that in
Okay.
mind. Also, this airframe does not have flares, so good
Really?
luck with
Okay.
that. It has like this ECM fucking bullshit, like chaff. Uh, it doesn't work. You're gonna get hit by a missile, unless if you're really good at fucking dodging missiles physically. So good luck with that.
Alright. Like it.
Yeah.
Alright, so I put up a BP chicken. So if I were to just orbit around there, would you have a good line of sight on the storage?
Um.
And I could be able to duck down behind the terrain feature if need be.
So I'm gonna use vehicle
What's
chat.
the goal sign on Charlie?
Longbow.
If
I would do it like that, because now you have that terrain feature blocking like that, rather than using a lower hill point here. So you have, I'm going to draw below it just so you can kind of see. So we've got a hill and then a little flat part. And you had the BP right here. I'm saying the BP over here, kind of around the backside of the hill, so that we can engage the target that's, kind of peeking over that way. So you
Alright,
got
so
to,
what about the new BP chicken? Or that's
yeah,
still
yeah,
down there
no,
as
that's
well?
that's
That's
what I'm
good?
telling you.
Alright, cool.
So we want to go on position 2 versus you were suggesting position 1.
Alright, fair enough.
But we don't set BPs. The JTAC sets BPs unless if
Well,
it
this is
unless
just
yeah, yeah, unless
this
if
is
it's
for us.
for yeah unless it's for our discretion on where the fucking sit up at. But yeah, um, no, yeah, BP chicken would be good because we got that hill and we could just shoot straight on and not worry about too much. For our flight path, we're over here. Okay, so we're just gonna fucking yeet off, yeet off, yeet off, and we'll be fine. That would be our
Alright.
flight plan, so that way we don't fucking alert them to us looking out that way.
Alright,
Because
I'm spooling up. Earplugs?
your helmet is basically earplugs.
Yeah, it's drifting now. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Have you flown this airframe before?
Yeah, once or twice on the training server.
Okay, cool. So you have the sort of familiarity with how fucking heavy she flies.
Yep. Alright, here we go.
Ugly, this is Lombo 1-1. Be advised, we are pulling up. We're going to be heading over to BP Chicken at grid 173157. We're going to be holding at BP Chicken until we are designated clear to engage on the storage area at your discretion. Over.
I don't think you can see BP chicken.
Say that grid again.
We are going to BP Chicken at 173-157. Over.
173157. What was that?
It's a battle point we've designated for ourselves to engage the storage, a pre-planned strike. We'll be holding at that area until waiting for you to give us the go-ahead to engage the storage facility. Over.
Do I get a HUD in here for my rockets, or how do I...
You should. Should be in
Got
front of
nothing.
your face. That's weird. Oh good, my mom's home. I gotta go make fun of her. You can probably just hold it here. You don't have to get right on BP Chicken.
I'm just gonna orbit a little bit.
Okay, also, if you look at the bottom right, you can see the radar. You can see two cones. One, that's where I'm looking, and another is where you're looking, where we're basically off the nose of the bird. So you can get a rough idea of where I'm looking based off that. So if
Okay.
for whatever, like if I'm trying to shoot my Hellfires, I need the nose of the bird to be facing where I'm shooting, so that we can get the best engagement we can with our rockets. So I may tell you, hey, I need the nose of the bird to face this bearing, this heading, basically not bearing, sorry, heading,
Alright.
and then you just, which is basically where I'm looking. So all I gotta do is just move the bird to where I'm looking, and we can just get it.
Sounds good. How do I turn my radar on, do you know?
I think it's right brace. Yeah, right brace.
Line detector, hold on. Okay, can you turn it on for us?
Yeah, I got radar on. You can see it change on and off, right?
Yep, I see it.
Okay, so there's active and then there's non-active. There's passive. We want to be passive unless if we're trying to fucking find air threats, because if there are like if they have anti-air systems that work off radar, they can use our active pinging against us to lock on quicker.
Okay.
So it's a give and take system. And yes, it is. Some of the systems are modeled that way to where if we are actively pinging, because from the Jets DLC, if we're actively pinging, they can lock onto us a lot quicker than if we weren't using active radar.
Alright.
Oh, there are a lot of dudes here. Hey, head over to HP Harbor, which is going to be off to our west, or southwest at this point.
Alright.
I don't want to, I feel like we're way too close for just fucking hanging out at this point. Which is definitely true.
Let me know if I'm being too hard on the controls for you to aim.
I would have been yelling at you if we
Alright,
were
cool.
engaging, but we're not, so I don't give a shit.
When you fly, do you use pedals, or...?
No, I use mouse and keyboard because fucking flying with pedals or flying with HOTAS in Arma fucking sucks.
I agree with the stick and throttle, but I like the pedals because it gives you more variable with the pedal or with the
Yeah,
rudder.
it's fair. It's analog versus fucking just dead input.
Mhm.
It's either like with keyboard, it's either 100 or 0. So it looks like they're getting engaged from the town right now. Okay, head over to BP Chicken. We're gonna fucking hit this storage because it looks like it's popping off.
All right. Head to BP Chicken. I'll start a counterclockwise orbit.
Let's just use the terrain mask us, pop up, fucking shoot shit, and then pop back down.
Okay. Just go to a little.
Alright, storage is bearing 79. There it is.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Ugly, this is Longbow. Over.
Longbow, this is ugly. We're almost at the FOB now. I'm not sure when you guys supposed to be heading. Were you guys supposed to be heading objective when we reach the FOB?
Bro, I thought you were gonna tell me that, but I can start hitting it right now if you want me to. There's a bunch of fucking shit I can blow up.
All I know is it's apparently you hitting that is a signal for them to start attacking. So maybe when we reach the FOB.
Hey, look, you're the JTAC. You tell me when I'm weapons free on this shit, because if it's dictated on when I start shooting, then we probably want to have more control on it. Although if a motherfucker decides to pull out a fucking rocket and aim at me, I'm gonna fucking yeet his day out. Start drifting backwards. You're going a bit forwards. Also, you need to go more north for BP Chicken.
got good view?
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, cool.
Although they've already fucking shot, so I don't know what we're doing. I already blew something up. Oh, hey, that's a hot target. You're drifting right. Also, you need to fucking go low.
Longbow, this ugly, be advised. We have
We go
resettled
lower?
Now hold.
We'll stand by from wave.
Yeah, try and hold it on BP chicken as much as you can without drifting
Okay.
too hard.
Let me know if you need me to go up more.
I will.
Alright.
Looks like they're getting their Abrams set up on hills where a fucking tank can see him, but he's not aiming towards them. So.
Get that storage facility. Attack the storage facility.
Okay, pop
Go,
up.
go, go.
Popping up. You good?
I'll copy.
Yeah. Copy. We are engaging at this time. Right. Let me try and get it on that tank. Rifle. Rifle. Drift.
Wait, what hit us, Rio? I didn't see anything on the passive
tank.
radar. A tank? Ah, shit.
Yeah, remember when I said don't hover like an idiot? That's why. And that
was
was
Wait,
my.
who
That's all me.
survived?
That's
What needs
all me.
fighting?
What'd you say?
Oh, that was the bad decision was all me.
Okay. Yeah. We kinda got fucking... You got smited twice. I got smited once.
Dude, I was fucking. I only had a head injury.
Really?
Yeah. I go, let's try this again.
Alright.
This time. Because we can. We're gonna BP chicken back there.
Alright, where's chicken?
Follow the black line.
I don't see it.
You don't see our black. You don't see the black lines.
Oh, no, I do. There you go.
Vehicle
Just faded.
chat. Yeah, vehicle chat.
Do I have to be in vehicle chat to see it?
Well,
There
you don't have to be in vehicles chat to see it, but you need it for it to not be faded.
Ah, okay, there we go. Alright, are we orbiting or are we peeking still?
We can orbit because we're gonna have a bigger standoff, which is what we should have had.
Alright, I'll go ahead and ascend to about, I think 500 meters would be good.
Yeah, I think so. If I need to go higher, I'll let you know.
Do we have longbow backup?
Sure, sure do.
I'm gonna start a counterclockwise orbit.
Okay.
Alright. Let me know if I need to orbit a little tighter.
Nah.
Probably. Nah? We're good? Cool.
Whoa. Where'd my laser go? Why is my... Oh, that's my rifle. Oh no, okay. That's not gonna work.
Longbow, there's Ugly. Be advised, Ugly is heading towards the town of Niffy. How copy?
Ugly is heading towards Nafir. Copy. I don't know where Nafir is. That's where he's heading.
Alright. You can look for it while I'm banking. Get more guns on, I could do like a really fast like side strafe. If that would help.
Nope, not as much. I'm just
Okay.
fucking peppering groups of infantry. Cause I don't have enough rockets to fucking hit every goddamn tank that's in there, and I kind of want to hold on to them in case
Okay.
armor needs me to fucking hit something for them. That's probably out of range. Yeah, that's out of range. It's gonna hit that hillside. Yep, there it goes. Did that miss? Looks like it did.
I'm seeing blue 4 units on the C tab in
Yeah.
Charkia. Okay.
Yeah, I've been having eyes on them. I'm just still attacking the fucking storage yard. Oh, it's gonna be all over the place. Oh, looks like they're fucking blowing shit up.
Foggy weather, because I have my visibility maxed out and I still can't see, like, the town.
No, everything's clear to me. Do you also have your view distance up in your video?
In my video. Yep, it's all the way up. Is there any other place I have to look at other than the video?
No,
I know,
that's all I know. Like the object in the view distance in your video setting. It's the only one I'm thinking of. Other than that, I don't know, dude. Do you have CH view distance, right?
yeah, I have it up. Wait, view distance, where's that?
Shift plus or not shift, sorry, control plus backslash, which is above the enter.
What's that for? What command is that for? View distance?
As it describes view distance.
That's not changing anything for me on that one.
Are you doing in air?
In air video? I remember something about that. I just
Yeah.
can't find it anywhere in the settings, so I have
No,
to
no, no,
go.
no, 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 no. There's a mod called
Oh, there's
CH view distance. Do you have it?
I I don't think so unless it's part of Valkyrie.
No, it's not. So you don't. You
Okay.
grab that, then you'll have less problems.
Okay, cool.
Which is heavily gonna affect you as a gunner because you're not gonna be able to see shit this far up. I can see everything. Up to 12 clicks.
Oh, it's pretty fucking.
I can see.
See, if Armor wasn't lying to me, it's how far I could be seeing, but Armor's lying.
Okay, I want to fuck up this tank. Yes, endangering
In a rifle?
our other tanks. Yes, so heading 086. Like where I'm looking basically is where this
Alright,
guy's gonna be.
086. We're good.
Yeah, I need to.
A little bit off, but I'm fast over the town though. Rifle.
Yep. I think that was a miss.
I pull off too soon, or
No, yeah. Bank right. Come back around to
banking?
the right.
Banking right. Where am I heading?
Where I'm looking. So it's gonna be 105, 106.
Oh, 105, 106.
Yeah, it changed into like 114 so far. He's running away right now.
Yep.
If I get a proper lock on him with my radar, but I can't.
Kind of zooming, isn't he? Oh, kind of stuck now. Right underneath us?
Almost. He's off to our left right now. He's on the road. Hey, Ugly, this is Longbow.
Wait, no, I'm gonna turn around and circle back.
Oh wait, I'm watching a tank fight right now.
Ah, shit.
Right
Do
below
you want me
us.
right
Nah, they're
below
fighting.
us?
They're not. Yeah, they're fighting it. I'm not gonna fuck with them. Turn my laser off. I have one more laser guided, and I have more radar, but my radar was not locking onto him for some reason.
We're in the middle of everything. We're back at chicken?
Sure.
Ah, you fucking laid waste to that
Ugly, this
storage
is
place.
Longbow. Yeah, I was just killing all the infantry. I was like, there's a lot of fucking tanks and shit. I'm just gonna stop fucking with those.
I died. I'm back at FOB Delta.
Well, it sucks to be you.
If you see any more infantry, I want to go hit them with a rocket strike. That sounds fun.
Oh, there's lots of infantry. Just a lot of dead infantry.
Does me no good though.
Longbow, does Ugly go ahead?
I was gonna warn you about a tank, but the tanks found it and tanked it.
A firm.
There's a lot of infantry and tanks over in the next town.
This question mark town?
So you're not getting much tasking. Last
no.
orders I had was that we can't drop anything in like the villages or like 200 meters near us.
Well, actually, there are infantry around Nephil. And a fucking structure complex with the Bradley. Oh, that's Blue Fort. Oh, I'm probably looking at Fob Delta. Nope, I'm not. There's actual Blue Fort. Is that question mark? Okay, well, Longbow has ISR over the next town that the tanks are pushing towards, at the town of Radopoli. There's a few tanks and a bunch of infantry everywhere.
I'm gonna change the orbit up.
A firm. Tanks and infantry at Wadapoli.
There's a lot of infantry you can strafe, but he doesn't want us to fucking drop shit in the towns. And oh my god, the frames.
Yeah, my frames are shit in the bed too.
Yeah, I just got hit. Hey, thread your way between these two towns, so don't push any more to the east towards Peros. You want to just start heading south.
Okay.
So let's keep our orbit basically storage.
Alright. Just see what's over here. That's the cool part.
Well, they got the tanks. They're still infantry.
I'm gonna start it counterclockwise.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Ugly Longbow, be advised there is a tank at the intersection just before the church at grid 188166. Correction, it is a tracked vehicle, not a tank.
Half on fuel.
Okay. Once we're about a third left, then we'll want to RTV.
Okay.
Because it doesn't take that much time to get back to base. So we got church. Comes up to Burgers Lane. Ugly, this is Longbow. Be advised, spot another tracked vehicle, grid 187168.
You play any flight sims, Rio?
DCS, but I don't play it as much as I would like.
What modules you got?
A10, Huey, Gazelle. That's it.
Okay.
Also the ground forces stuff.
You like the ground forces stuff?
I mean, I tried it for the JTAC stuff, but it's super confusing because it's not made for it.
So it adds like an AI JTech.
Yeah,
Little call
AI
and stuff.
and player controlled. You could get the grids from it, and then you can tell people about it, and they can plug it
Oh.
into their computers, and then fucking fire and forget with the GPS guided munitions,
Sounds cool, so.
or laser, or laser target for
Laser
laser
guided.
guided munitions.
Huh. You like the Huey and the Gazelle?
I like the Huey more than the Gazelle. The Gazelle has a lot of freaking assists, so it feels a little more arcadey, but that's just me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I said, that's just
Alright.
me. It just
I was reading
feels,
about it.
it feels arcadey, but that's because, like I said, it has flight assist and it has autopilot stuff on it, so it's like more advanced.
Okay, I see. It's not like actually like arcade. It's just like it's more updated, more modern, so it
Yeah,
has like these
yeah,
cool quality of life things. Okay.
stability and whatnot. It's more stable, so it feels a bit more arcadey. Whereas the
Now
Huey, I've got to sit here and fight the rudders, or not rudders, sorry. Yeah,
the torque.
yeah, fight the torque, all trying to hover and all that fun stuff. It's a lot more. It's a lot more engaging, a lot more fun in my opinion.
I see. Now you done anything with the sniper team that you can equip the Gazelle with?
Nope. Oh, the sniper pod. Yes, me and Kenny fucked around with it. It's actually kind of pissed me off a little bit at first because I didn't understand how to get into auto hover, but as soon as I figured it out, it was just a easy day.
That's cool.
Ugly longbow. Do you copy?
Onboard is ugly, go ahead.
Be advised, I've marked two tracked vehicles on the map. First one, grid 188 166. Second Vic is 187 168. Over.
If I'll pass that on to squad lead when he's back alive.
Whew. And making another left turn.
Welcome to Flying Cass.
Honestly.
You thought transport was boring.
Are you Bravo 1-2? No, that's someone else.
Someone's friendly firing. Killing Blue Force. Alright, let's go ahead and RTB for refuel, rearm.
Oh, wait.
Ugly, this is Longbow. Be advised, Longbow is going off station for Triple Romeo.
Alright, Triple R.
Alright, you want to swap?
I'll stay flying because I can't really see very far, so I feel like I wouldn't be very effective.
Eh. I mean, you probably got like a 2-click range, to be honest, which is a pretty significant distance, honestly.
Okay, I'll switch then. For now.
Alright.
Holy smokes, this is swag.
Alright, Gunner. So, first thing you'll notice if you go into the scope, you have no color vision. So when someone tells you, hey, I need you to engage the red smoke, you get to tell them, I have no idea what the red smoke is. I can't see color. Same thing if they're like, hey, target that red truck. You're like, I don't see red trucks. I'm a dog, right? Same kind of bullshit. So, whereas the pilot, however, has color vision, which is funny. So the pilot could verify whatever it is you're looking at. Now,
Hey Ryan, can you hear me?
I don't want to, but I can.
Love you too, asshat. Can you run air transport for me real
Okay.
quick?
I can, yeah.
That would
Wait,
be
are you
much
talking to me? You can
appreciated,
what?
Chef.
Well, okay. We're gonna run air trans right quick.
Hopping out.
Oh god, is that a Chinook?
I mean, we have a Chinook. We also have a Blackhawk.
Take a Blackhawk. Oh shit.
Can I hop in the Prowler?
Nah. Okay, I said no, but all right. If you want to play that game. Hey, Scott,
Alright.
can you repair the Blackhawk? It's got orange hole. Do you know how to do that? Scott, are you on this net?
Hello? Yep, I'm on this net.
You're not Scott.
Yes, I am. What do you need?
Blackhawk has orange hole. Can you repair it?
10-4.
All right, thank you. Going off net. Actually, before I leave, where do you need me to air trans from and to?
I will set up a point of reference for you to drop to. You will most likely be dropping them back over to kind of like a close position of where they're engaging next. You can, at Rampage Commander, let air transport know where to land.
All right, where's my pickup? Delta or here at main fob?
Delta, it's 1 times decas.
Unlock controls? Just in case.
One actual, be advised, we encountered enemy resistance at this center of town to the north.
Solid copy. I'm currently relaying information to the actual team lead. Lieutenant, over.
Ugly, this is Super. How copy?
Go ahead.
I need you to set me up with an LZ to drop off a one-time decas. There is no pad.
This is Ugly, be advised to see LC Alpha, grid 187163.
Hey, firm, I got eyes on LZ Alpha.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Hello.
what's up, DCAS?
Flying.
Yep.
Be advised, my guys had seen contacts at the center of town in Rhodopolis, so
Uh-huh.
LZ Alpha may likely hot.
All units,
Don't
be
worry, I've
advised,
been
you guys still have
literally
artillery on
staring at
standby.
that city
I
with
am authorizing
fucking
artillery
infrared for the
use in the
past
town of
10
Rodolphia.
minutes.
I repeat, I am authorizing use of artillery use in the city of Rodolphia.
Understood, much appreciated. One actual, we will have command on that.
That was way off where I was
Say
thinking
again,
of flying.
what's that about artillery and Rodolphily, over?
You have clearance to fire into the town of Rodopoli.
Good copy, over. I'll be advised, I'm en route on a UH-60 at this time. Additionally, Erickson is located 200 meters to your south, if that's the armor that you were reporting, over. Good copy. Hey, Ryan, there is a high possibility that there's an armored vehicle in the town.
There are 2 armored vehicles inside the town.
Nice.
I marked them on the map. Publicly.
It's still sitting there? Alright, thanks.
I don't know if they are.
He's out.
Your tank's gonna neutralize the radio tower at Hill 6-4, over.
Say again?
When are your tanks gonna neutralize the radio tower at Hill 6-4, over?
Just instruct Dylan to do so. Artillery can hit that artillery tower, or that tower as well.
Longbow could hit that too.
Yep.
I'm talking on 1 because I was
Mhm.
talking to Scott. Now I'm just giving him shit. Oh god, here comes the lag again. Woo! Spawning shit.
Rampage Commander, this is Kingpin. What is the status on taking down the radio towers and comm towers?
About to eliminate ×1 comms tower at this time. Or ×1 radio tower at this time. We are pushing into the town at objective 2, and then we'll be pushing on to further town.
Rampage, this is one actual. Are you not helping us clear Rodopoli, over?
Hey, firm, we are. It's just we don't have the best eyes, and I don't want to get my Vix into the middle of that town.
Control, over.
Last time we've been in there, it was very bad for us. We do have eyes on the outsides of the town.
Ugly, this is
support on the
Longbow. We're
outskirts.
taking off from main base.
Not going to be much use from the building to building.
Standing by for tasking.
Alright, so what's the LOBL Hellfire? So it's a radar. I know that.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. So LOBL is lock on before launch. LOAL or low all is
This
lock
one
on
actual
after
requesting,
launch.
Zeus
So
for,
if
light
you
gun
want to
armor, over.
acquire a target, you can lock the
Copy
target
that. I will
before
fix it right
you
now.
launch the munitions, which is the BL, or you could have the munition acquire the target itself by
Understood.
launching after, by locking after you launch it.
One, this is
AL
Kingpin. That
typically
building,
requires the
wall right
nose
in
of the
front of you,
craft to
it
be
is the
pointed in
cause
the
of it.
general direction of the target before you launch it. Otherwise, it's going to be seeking off to the side because I'm orbiting somehow or somewhere.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the main difference. Then you have low all low, low all dur, and low all high, and that's the angle of attack that the missile will take in terms of its trajectory. So low is it's gonna skim the earth, nap of the earth, which means it has a higher chance of hitting shit on the ground like a tree or a building, or other unintended targets. High is a high attack, which means it's gonna fly high altitude until it gets just over the target, and it's going to yeet itself down on top of it, more or less. And then dur is direct. So just imagine an imaginary line between you and the target, and the rocket's just going to go straight into it.
Okay.
Where is that
You have
technical coming
radar,
from?
which
Over?
is the kilos, and you have laser, which is the limas. So kilos will work on radar
Erickson, where's
targets,
that
so we can
technical?
turn our radar on,
Pushing
and
in from the
then
northwest, just head
you
eyes
can
on
use
it
that to
momentarily.
get on target.
On
And
the
again, if you
MSR.
need the radar on, I can turn it on for you since you have fucked up keybinds. And then if you want to use the laser, either the JTAC is designating the target or you're self-designating the target, then you would just use
Advise for observer to push
you
forward
would use
as
the
I'm
laser
about to dent that tower.
type. And then of course
Okay.
it would just follow the laser
Copy,
like a cat.
Alright. So I have to turn the laser on before I lock it, and I lock it with T, right?
T or whatever your locking key is.
Okay,
Mine's
cool.
tab, so. Ugly. This is longbow.
Be advised, radio tower at Hill 6-4 has been eliminated at this time.
Ugly. This is longbow.
Ugly just got smacked.
Stop dying. I can't do my job if you're dying. Okay, so we're gonna look at the target city, which is right off our nose.
Copy that, I'll work up a
And you
drop
tell
off for
me
you.
when you can start seeing targets, which should be like super fucking close.
Okay, I'll let you know when.
Yeah. I'll try to get you in on that technical kill for items.
Yep, so I'm seeing stuff, but it's friendly.
Oh yeah,
So,
but
yeah.
yeah. So
I don't see anything in the town. Oh, I see some infantry. Hold on.
yeah. Okay, so we're within. So okay, so your guns have a range of 2.5 kilometers, which should be within your view distance, right?
Yep.
So your rockets and whatnot has a
Rampage,
much.
This is one actual. We have 3 contacts
Hold on.
in a.
Boop, 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 boop. I need to change that to 9. Okay, cool. So yeah, you have your rockets have a much greater engagement range. Literally, if you can see it, you can hit it with a Hellfire. It's literally how that works.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact distance, but yeah, you can hit shit like super fucking far away, which is what we should have been doing. But the very first time around, but I was being retarded because it's been a while. So yeah, there's that. All right. Can you still see targets out there?
No, we've drifted too far back.
Okay. Now I'm gonna slowly creep forward, and you tell me when you can see everything again.
Yep.
So we're just over 200 or 2,200 meters.
I got the rangefinders working.
Yeah. Now we're about 18. Are you seeing shit now?
Town hasn't come into sight just yet.
Okay. I mean, even the friendlies, like if like we're just trying to see. We're not seeing targets. We're trying to see your object distance.
Yeah, I can see the friendlies.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how far away I need to be in order for you to see targets. That's what we're doing here.
Yep. and I see like the first street of town. I can see one fireball off in the distance.
Yeah. I just need to know what your distance is before you lose object rendering.
Okay.
Because it's like I don't see the tank, and it's because the tank is literally not being rendered for you, and that's obviously a problem.
I could range find how far I can see. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just fading out of a little far back.
I think they're at a render distance for you right now.
Yep.
Okay. So we gotta be about 15. Is gonna be my guess.
Yep, that's what I have the rangefinder on. As far as my game's concerned, nothing exists past 1.5 clicks.
Yeah, you need to get the mod called CH view distance.
Okay.
And that's gonna help you increase your view distance, which means you're going to be rendering literally all the objects within the parameters that you give it. So if you want to set up, like 12 clicks, that means 12 clicks radius around your character, you're going to be rendering everything. So if your computer's not good enough, then you need to find the happy place between acceptable distance and frames. So
yeah, I've got a good computer that'll handle it.
I don't know the power of your potato, so I've got a pretty spicy one.
Yeah, what did you got? Flex.
8700K, I think. Yeah.
I got a 99,000, and then I have a 2080, not a Ti, just 2080.
Oh yeah, no, I've got a 1080 Ti. It's a fucking EVGA reference edition. It's been running fine. As long as I don't overheat it, it runs fine.
Got beefy cooling in there?
It's like an open case, so
Oh, okay.
it's
Got the
about
Omega cooling.
it's about as cool as ambient temperature. Which is
There's
what
the
all air
inventory in
cooling
there.
is did. Yes.
I'm probably not free to engage.
No.
I really just can't tell if they're Goombas.
Last I heard, they were authorized for artillery in that town, even though there are friendlies inside of it, so I don't think they're going to be shelling it. And they got longbow in station. And Ugly keeps getting fucking schwacked, so we keep losing our JTAC.
Oof.
I'm going to go on a left-hand orbit.
Oh wow, if I rangefind it automatically puts my...
Yes.
That's busted, that's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, the next thing you need to understand is weapon familiarity. And that's just, basically just getting experience using the munitions itself. And then asking questions if you don't know. So yeah, your guns, you use your lades finding, which is the same thing that you can do in the tanks, and it'll automatically range for you. So what I like to do, especially when like doing orbits and whatnot, since the distance typically change, is I spam the fuck out of my range find as I hold down left click, so it's like constantly adjusting, so I can keep a sort of good grouping with my guns. So there, as a gunner, right? So you have thermals, which makes it a lot easier and probably a little bit. You have a higher refresh rate in terms of your camera. But the thing that you want to do and that you always want to do is PID your targets, which is positively identify your target. You don't want to shoot friendlies, you don't want to shoot civilians, and you don't want to shoot what you don't intend to shoot. So Charlie really harps on target deconfliction. So there's multiple lines of defense for target deconfliction. target deconfliction being making sure we don't shoot the things we're not supposed to shoot. So, like churches, Geneva Conventional things, and other fluffy stuff like that, as well as our friends, you don't want to hit those. So the first line of defense is the JTAC. He's the one who decides ultimately whether we get to fire our gun or not. And he's the first line of defense. The second line of defense is you, because you are the one who's going to left click and yeet the weapons onto whatever it is you're looking at. So you need to make sure that whatever it is you're looking at is in fact the thing that you need to kill. If you have any doubts in your mind, you have full control to say, fuck you, I'm not shooting. And there's nothing nobody can do about it, because you're making the conscious decision to not engage, and you're letting them know, I don't want to shoot. So yeah, if you have even if it's just a shadow of a doubt, and you're like, I don't have a good feeling about what I'm looking at, then you tell the JTAC, fuck you, I'm not going to shoot until I know until I can make sure it is what it is. Even if he's yelling at you because he's getting shot at, whatever. Yeah, so there's that. So yeah, that's target deconfliction. So as you don't have a color camera, I, as the pilot, do, and you've probably seen that if you're flying and just looking at it. So if you're looking at something and he's like, hey, I want you to hit that fucking red truck, like let's say a bunch of insurgents hopped onto it, and it's like an unarmed off-road truck that's just driving around, and it becomes a military target because it's a known thing. So you're like, okay, cool.
We have loaded back up LZ Alpha into Bamvix, and I'll tell you what our next objective is when I find out.
Okay, Longbow, or Ugly, this is Longbow. I need you to say it again louder because you're mumbling and I can't understand you.
I don't think you said that on the radio. I didn't hear it.
Oh, he did. That was on Channel 8. This is Longbow, this is Ugly. Something about loading up in our VIX on Alpha, and then he just started trailing off like he was falling asleep. Ugly, this is Longbow. I need you to say again your last. I only heard LZ Alpha loading into VIX, and then you started mumbling like you were falling asleep.
Okay, be advised, Ugly is heading to the hills west of the town of Paros. Repeat, hills to the west of the town of Paros. How copy?
Longbow copies hills to the west of Radipoli.
No, Paros. Say again, Paros.
West of Paros, copy. I did that just to fuck with him. Ugly, this is Longbow. Can you clarify which hill? Is it hill 6566 or 73?
Be advised, is Ugly. At this time, I don't know exactly where dismount position is going to be. I've just been told that we're heading towards Paros, where we'll be dismounting to the west of it.
Longbow copies all. Be advised, we're just going to be stationed off to your north of those hilltops, waiting for further tasking. So go ahead and get eyes onto the town of Paros, and you're just gonna basically get eyes and just look for shit.
Okay.
Be it tanks, be it infantry and whatnot. If you feel nice, you can do like Shift H and kind of figure out where it is you're looking, the bearing, and mark it on the map inside.
Is that tanks are going to be setting up a smoke by fire position at Hill 65, and we're going to be dismounting around about Hill 66. How copy?
Longbow copies SBF 65, assault on 6 or Overwatch on 66.
I need to get a little closer before I can see it. Alright, I got eyes on now.
Okay, yeah. So some things I do as a gunner, especially if I have a JTAC talking me on the targets or whatever, um, like say he has it marked on the map or whatever, I like to shift H, which is bringing up C-tab, and then C-tab will give me the bearing information and range based off of my vehicle's position, which is basically where I am. So if you just like, as we're going on the right bank, because uh, you're gonna be off the gimbal, you can just shift H, and then if you look at C-tab, you'll see a bunch of like green letters inside black boxes. The one that you're most interested is the ones that keep changing every time you move your mouse. So it's going to be like a tiered stack right next to the text on the far right side. There's like, you know, a bearing, a range, and then grid, and
Oh, I think we're taking hits.
yeah, we are.
Not a duck and weave.
Ugly, this is Longbow. Be advised, we've taken some sort of autocannon fire. We are injured and returning to base for repairs. Over.
A you've taken all cannon fire and the RTB. Be advised, we are just winning the Hill 6 now.
So yeah, if you can identify the things that I'm talking about, you can use.
So wait, so okay, hold on. So the numbers on the bottom is
Yeah.
what I'm looking at here. Okay.
Yeah, bottom
And
right.
that's tied with where I'm aiming, correct?
It's not tied. Okay, so you know that little yellow arrow that you're looking at, right?
Yep.
That's the bottom right, the like the three stacked numbers that are like right just left of text on. That's based off of the arrow, the tip of the arrow where your cursor is. That's what that information is. So you can use that. So the top numbers, the zero, like the number, degree, slash, and then the like a big number which is constantly going up, which is the range. You can use that to help identify what you're looking at and where you need to look. So if he's like giving you, hey, I marked on the map, you know, a target, or let's say, hey, I marked a target with red smoke. I need you to identify and engage, right? And you're like, okay, so I see a red smoke, and let's say you using land nav skills, you identify that it's like on the cross section of a road, like an intersection. You're like, all right, I found the intersection. So you using
Be advised, we have reached Hill 6
so C in C tab, you can use that to be like, all right, so in relevance to where I am, you know, where is my target? So you can use that to get your bearing, which is where you need to look based on the aircraft as I'm moving, and then the range just kind of gives you a rough idea of how far out you need to look a little bit. So it's a good way to help identify where the thing is that you need to engage. And yeah, so it's like, because like it's sometimes it's hard to kind of identify where things are in relevance to where you are. So you're like, yeah, I got the 5 line, I've got the grid, I've got, you know, the information to know where the target is on the map, but I don't know where it is relative to me. And so C-tab will give you that that easy way to identify relative to you where your target is. So
Okay,
if,
I see.
yeah, so if we were you know, hanging out over at you know, let's say Radio Tower and Rodopoldi, right? And we just had this huge standoff of that distance. And you're like, okay, well, the target from where I'm at, we're hanging out in that town, and the target's like, say, the church at Paros. Then you can use C-tab to like mouse over the church there on Paros and be like, okay, is 042 degrees from where I am. So you turn your turret using your compass or shack tack or whatever to get your nose or your gun looking relative 042, and it will somewhat change depending on the orbit that I'm taking, but you can just keep updating yourself on that. And then once you identify all of that fun stuff, you're like, okay, yeah, there it is, I see the target, I see the smoke, and then you're like, boom, done, I got it. And then do what you need to do to get to engage the target, whether that's telling me how to turn, how to move, or yeah, or just waiting until the orbit lines up to where you can engage. which is what I typically do. If you're doing a solid state or a solid orbit, I usually just wait until the bird lines up before I start doing fun shit like shooting a rocket.
Mhm.
But if
Okay.
but if I really need the bird to look the direction I need to look, so I can get the target, or get my camera on target, have it stabilized, and then engage, I'll probably communicate to the pilot. I'm like, hey, I need you to look where I'm looking, so that I can get onto this target, and then I can see where you're looking pretty easily. So,
All right, sounds good.
and if you turn your laser on, I think I can see your laser point too, but
Oh, shot a gun.
yeah, you don't want to do that. But you generally, I can just see where you're looking, get the bird pointed to that,
The
and
laser's
then
on. Can you see that?
yes, I can. See, I can see your laser, so I can get a good idea of, okay, he's looking there, and he's looking particularly there, so I'm like, alright, I can get my nose on that target.
So do you have the HUD now while you're
No,
flying?
I don't. I think
Okay.
there's a specific helmet you need to get that going. I think the jet pilots have it.
Okay.
So where are we? We are here. They are there. We're gonna fly low this time. Because Scott was being a fucking little bitch and shot at me while I was explaining stuff to you. So Bradley. Can I can't. Okay. Oh, it's over there. There it is. Is that an RPG?
Yeah, I don't see an RPG.
Well, there's a rocket that blew up midair. There's another one that blew up midair. I'm not getting spikes, so it's dumb fired. You can't hit me
Ambitious
out too far
RPG.
out. Huh?
The ambitious RPG, a dumbfired RPG at this range.
Yeah. It's possible. We're too far out for them to do anything, but yeah.
I see one. I know for a fact he's insurgent, but run out in the field over by us.
Yeah, I see him. And it's definitely, yeah, you're right. It is insurgent. He's got fucking tan pants and black top.
Being goofy. Also a BMP, and they're right on top of the hill that it's behind. I'm pretty sure it's dead. There's no way they don't see that thing.
Ugly, how copy?
I copy.
Can you give me some ISR on the new tower?
The comms tower at Paros.
Affirm. We're just to its west. Can you look inside its physical barriers?
Okay, so comms tower at Paros. He wants you to look inside the Hesco barriers of that area.
Okay, hold on. I see the okay, I'm looking inside of it. I see. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bad guys in the open. I see 1 guy on a roof on a heavy machine gun.
You want to tell it that to him?
Yep.
So you go, Ugly, this is Longbow, ISR to
Ugly,
follow.
this is Longbow. Eyes on the comms tower. Inside the compound, I see 4 bad guys and 1 times heavy machine gun.
On a roof.
4 bad guys, 1 times heavy machine gun. Affirm.
Update, heavy machine gun is on a roof. Ugly, be advised, there are people on the street to the northeast outside of the compound.
Northeast outside the compound was.
Yeah, there's a Bradley right next to it, so we're probably not going to fire onto it.
Quite a few bad guys in this town.
Yeah, they're still trying to clear it out. Hey, get a quick look-see on the next town to the southeast and see if you see
Wait,
any
hold
light.
on, I'm about to call out a guy with an RPG. Ugly, this is Longbow 1-1. Be advised, there's a guy with an RPG to the west, 1 block over comms tower. Ugly, how copy? Alright, where am I gonna look? 1 town over?
Nah, I don't worry about it. I've been looking at it. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't like any like something that could shoot me down if I flew over it.
Say again, did you say enemy tank southeast?
Not enemy tank. RPG soldier. The west of the comms tower. 1 block over. Look at this terrorist motherfucker looking smug with that RPG. Alright, so like, hypothetical.
Uh-huh.
If I saw that this soldier had an RPG around the corner and this Abrams was about to roll that corner,
Smoke him?
how, pardon me?
Would you smoke him?
Yeah, would I smoke him?
You smoke him.
Alright, cool.
Because that's defensive of your friends. Typically, I mean, well, you would have to check the ROE, right? ROE dictates what you would do. Our standard ROE is typically, if it's in the defense of your friendlies, you're clear to fire, basically. You just have to be really, really sure that you're not gonna, again, like target deconfliction, all that fun shit. You just gotta be really sure that your shot is going to hit him, and not like do anything else, and all that fun shit, right? But yeah, you totally smoked the fuck out of him. Same thing if like you saw a like a BTR or a tank rolling up, right, being sneaky breaky behind the tanks, and they're not looking. First, you report it to the JTAC, and if you see that it's an obvious threat to the tanks and it requires immediate action, you fucking take it.
Okay.
So like that dude on the fence. Oh shit! Did you shoot?
Nope, I didn't shoot. I think we're
Okay.
taking fire.
Yeah,
Unless
I heard
it's
something. No, I heard snaps. That's why I was asking if you shot. But yeah, that dude on the blue fence that you're looking at real hard. You wouldn't want to shoot him because he's not an immediate threat to friendlies, but if he was, you would. So like,
Yeah.
you know, another example is, let's say you got RPG dude who's about to fucking smoke a Bradley, but you got a bunch of rangers around him. Yeah, we're taking shots.
I think
or
that's a
something.
BMP.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a BMP.
You see him?
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
Get on him.
Ugly 1-1. This
We're
is
gonna take
longbow.
him. This is self-defense. We're gonna take him.
There is a BMP on the east side of the town. We're about to take it.
He's engaging us.
Alright. I'll head with a laser guided. Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna bank right, get some distance, and then we're just gonna roll up on him. So just get a memory of where he is. We're gonna turn around, so that way you have a
Hold on.
nice.
Take your time.
Yeah, I'm basically getting you a lead up onto this target. Okay, he's gonna be off for nose somewhere.
Hold on. I had to go through and change my radio usage. It was on T and that's my lock on. Hold on. Alright. I'm requiring. I don't see him anymore, but I think. Oh, after I left, you're right, you're right. Yep, I see him. Alright, so I'm just gonna hit T on him, right?
Yeah, you should hit T on him, but we overflew him because I had no idea where the fuck
I
he
can
was.
still see him.
Yeah,
oh, but I just can't shoot a missile.
Yeah.
I'm on lock after. Ooh, there we go. That is where I. Alright, let me know what side he'll be on again.
He's gonna be off for nose. Somewhere. That ain't it. That's blown out.
That ain't it, yeah. Not locking. Would it be like put a box around it?
Yeah. Be a solid box.
Not locking it. Go double check.
Make sure you're on the Limas and not the Kilos.
Wait, so I have my laser on, so wouldn't I be on the kilos?
No, you want to do your Limas because the Limas are the laser guided, the Kilos are the radar guided.
Ah. Alright. There we go. Take, 3.
That's fine. That's an Abrams.
Yep, that's an Abrams.
Yeah, I can see it. You're locking on your. Oh no, that's me.
Oh my god, there's so many infantry running through the field right now.
Did you lose him?
Hear him. Oh.
Holy shit.
You lost him.
I didn't lose him.
You did. That's why he shot us down.
Ugly, this is Longbow 1-1. Be advised, we are down.
Hey, Can I ask why that somebody is limp dead in that helicopter that's just gently been landed in the middle of the field?
Auto rotation.
Ah, well,
My
Steve was
God.
like, Steve and I said, and I quote, "What in the 7 shades of fuck is that pilot high? Because your guy is his head is tilted backwards and looks like he's getting the world's greatest blowjob back there."
Yeah, he's literally dead. We're both literally dead, and the helicopter auto rotated itself down to the earth.
Ah, impressive.
Yes, it is a thing that can happen, because that's how auto rotation works.
I'm sorry if you guys are not having fun.
Oh no, I'm having fun. Basically, it's Ramadan learning how to do casts, and
Yep.
yeah.
I'm learning how to be an Apache man.
Alright, I will spawn you 2, just in case.
Righteous.
Also, I 100% believe you're the one shooting us.
I'm not. I'm literally not.
Oh no.
Channel switched.
I don't believe him. He's a filthy liar. Ugly, this is Longbow. Be advised, we are back on station and awaiting task.
Hey fam, Longbow back on station. For now, can you give me a look off the comms tower at Karachomi?
A firm, give us about 2 mics to make it to the AO, and we will update you once we find what we find. Alright, so comms tower at that second little town that we kept buzzing, which is probably where we got shot from. Turn your laser off. That's not how you turn your laser off.
Yes, sir. I hit that fucking house though. Tell you what, oh, that was a little shit shack.
Right. Little town's gonna be off our nose, slightly left, as we're peeling around to the right. You got the ISR, so to your left, hard left.
Yep, there we go.
Yep. Comms tower, just give them ISR on that.
Be advised, we've just been told to fall back to FOB Delta.
Yeah. Ugly, this is Longbow. That fucking comms tower is literally dead.
confirm. Ugly is RTB from Paros. Back to FB Delta.
Okay.
Reports of T-55 still northeast. Can you, like, just tell me if you see anything following us?
Longbow copies. We will be escorting your escape.
Yeah, a bit of infantry, but that's about it.
Yeah, look for tanks and shit.
Yep.
To the north.
Fuck ton of infantry, actually.
If be advised, we'll be following the blue line. And then
Hold on,
black
wait.
line.
I got something. I got a tank. Hold on.
Yeah, there's gonna be a number of those. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fucking break. I'm gonna deep dive so we can get some speed, and we are gonna come back at these guys.
Alright, cool. I got Lobel, I got radar. Let's kick this.
Gonna hit that radar on so you can do some radar.
Yep.
Alright, breaking back around. Now I don't know exactly where they are, so this is gonna be fun.
Bradley.
Right off the nose.
Right off the nose.
Is that a friendly?
That's a Humvee, I see.
No, those are friendly.
Oh, I see one thing
Hold on,
moving.
hold on.
Oh, I got something. A locking.
Hold on, don't engage.
T-55A.
Okay.
Passing right over it. Can I fire?
Yep.
Welcome. I think there was two there
Yep.
that we just passed over.
Yeah, you shot at one, and I was shooting at the one tailing behind.
Locking this guy up.
Yep. He's off the nose. Hit him.
And it. Alright, he's smoked.
Yep.
Gun down the infantry? Is that too cruel?
I mean, not really. They're armed combatants, so.
Ah, the burst.
Yeah. So yeah, each number gives you a burst, but you won't be able to like quote unquote reload. So if you have it set, if you have it like set to like 50, you have to dispense all 50
About
before.
this ugly. Be advised.
Tank left?
Longbow this ugly. Be advised. We are diverting over to grid 10206, the solar panels, to pick up a forward observer. I'll copy.
I got some T-55s off the nose.
Alright, I'll just smoke in the
Yeah, right off the nose. There's a T-55. You see him?
moving?
No, it's stationary. He's like right off the nose. I'm heading towards him on the
Oh,
side.
I see a moving one, hold on.
Yeah, hit the moving one.
Send it.
Yeah, low of that one. Is
Yep,
the
I
second
see this one too. Yep. Send it. Boom. Alright, they've dismounted.
I know they are, Scott. You don't have to Steam message me that. We're taking care of shit that you're spawning, because fuck you.
Alright, so now I'm on the K's. How do I use the... I have to turn the laser on, right?
No, K is radar, so as long as I have the radar on,
Oh, okay.
and they're within that blue cone, then you can lock. Like, that's how I've been identifying the stuff, is by locking on that. Is there anything at the solar panel?
I see something moving, hold on. That is a... Is that my long lost friend, BTR? He's off to the left. Bring the bank left.
Hold on. Make left.
Eat.
Oh, looks like someone fucked him up.
They're still moving. This kilo isn't locking with anything.
Well, that's because we
Longbow, this
we
is
don't have
ugly.
anything to
Be
lock onto.
advised, we are at the
I
Echo's
see something,
position.
it's moving.
We are currently seeing infantry to our northeast. How copy?
The north? Ugly, this is Longbow 1-1. Infantry to the northeast. We're looking for it.
Where are they?
Hey Sam, be advised we're currently moving south on the road.
They're moving south down the road. I think it's coming from the comms tower.
Yeah, so they were at solar panel. We
Yep.
see where the smoke is. That's where they were.
Ugly is heading towards town of Smithy now.
Oh, I got a BMP right off the nose, going down
Yep,
the
I
road.
see it.
You can lock and hit.
Not locking with T. That's not working on this one. So when I have the Limas up, it says radar, but when I have the kilos up, it says LG, which I really think
Oh.
stands for laser guided.
You know what? You might be right, and I might be wrong.
Okay, let me turn the laser on. Let me
I could have fucked up and got them both different.
try again here. You have to. Is there beneath us? Where?
Yep.
Ah, here we go. Oh shit. Alright. I really just, I've gotta hold the thing on it, don't I?
Yeah, you do. As I'm fucking banking around and being a
Yeah.
dick.
The hard part.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it here.
Oh, I am bad. I think that hit him.
Yeah.
We'll call it a hit. Alright, I'm down to 1 Hellfire.
Yeah, it dismounts. I thought Limas were fucking laser guided, because fucking L.
Bum bum banana. I take it down.